What if I told you that the vitamin D you've been taking faithfully for years may have never truly worked? Would you believe me? I hear this all the time from patients over 50. Doctor, I take vitamin D every day. My blood tests look fine, but I'm still tired, my bones hurt, and I sleep poorly. Here's the shocking truth that hardly anyone tells you vitamin D3 wasn't designed to work alone. If you take D3 without magnesium, your body can't activate it. If you take D3 without vitamin K2 calcium, may end up in the wrong places, your arteries, your joints, even your kidneys. In other words, you might be storing vitamin D, not actually using it. After age 60, your body's ability to activate vitamin D drops significantly. Taking D3 alone isn't protecting your bones, it's quietly creating imbalance. In this video, I'm going to show you the powerful connection between D3 K2 and magnesium glycinate that few doctors ever explain. Once you understand this, you'll never take vitamin D the same way again. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get more health tips from me. Let's start with magnesium glycinate, the key to activating vitamin D. Here's something very few people are ever told: the vitamin D you take isn't the form your body can use immediately. When vitamin D3 enters your body, it has to go through two essential conversion steps. The first happens in the liver, the second in the kidneys. And in both of these steps, your body relies on a crucial mineral, magnesium. Without enough magnesium, the activation of vitamin D slows down or can even stall completely. That's why so many people have normal vitamin D blood tests, yet still feel tired, achy, more prone to illness, or mentally sluggish. They're not lacking vitamin D. They're lacking the ability to activate it. I usually recommend magnesium glycinate for people over 50 because it's highly absorbable, gentle on the stomach, and kind to the digestive system. When your body absorbs magnesium well, it finally has the fuel it needs to turn vitamin D into its active form. But magnesium glycinate does more than just activate vitamin D. It calms the nervous system, reduces anxiety, relaxes muscles, and improves deep sleep, all vital for recovery after age 60. If you take high doses of vitamin D without magnesium, your body will pull magnesium from other places. That's when you start feeling restless, have trouble sleeping, get muscle twitches or headaches, symptoms often blamed on aging, but in reality your body is signaling an imbalance. Once vitamin D has been activated with the help of magnesium, an important question immediately comes up: where does all that calcium go? This is where vitamin K2 steps in as the irreplaceable guide, deciding whether calcium becomes a solid foundation for strong bones or a silent burden on your heart and joints. Vitamin D gets calcium into your bloodstream, but it doesn't decide where it ends up. This is a hidden risk that many people over 50 face without even knowing it. When you take vitamin D, your calcium absorption goes up. But without K2, your body has no traffic control for calcium. Uncontrolled calcium is dangerous calcium. Vitamin K2 has a very clear role. It activates specific proteins that guide calcium to your bones and teeth while preventing it from depositing in arteries, joints, soft tissues, or kidneys. Without K2, these proteins stay asleep and calcium starts accumulating in the wrong places. Clinically, I see this all the time. Patients take D3 consistently. Their calcium levels are fine, yet they develop stiff joints, chest pressure, or kidney stones. It's not excess calcium, it's calcium going to the wrong spots. When K2 is added properly, calcium returns to where it belongs. Bones get stronger while arteries stay flexible and resilient. This isn't theory, it's a basic biological mechanism your body needs to protect both bones and heart after 50. If you're watching and finding this useful, leave a 1 in the comments so I know you're here. Now let's move on to the D3 plus K2 plus magnesium trio, the complete balance system. After 30 years working with patients over 50, I've learned one very important thing. The human body doesn't operate on isolated vitamins. It works as a balanced system. Vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium aren't three separate supplements. They are a trio, and only when they work together does your body truly know what to do. I remember a patient, a 62-year-old man. He'd been taking vitamin D faithfully for nearly 10 years. His blood tests always looked perfect. Yet he was tired, slept poorly, had back pain, and recently was diagnosed with mild coronary artery calcification. The problem wasn't that he lacked vitamin D. The problem was his system was out of balance. Vitamin D helps with absorption, supporting immunity, energy, and mood. But without magnesium, vitamin D isn't properly activated, leaving his nervous system tense. Without K2, the calcium absorbed has nowhere safe to go, starting to deposit in arteries instead of bones. Once we adjusted the system, adding magnesium to activate K2 to guide, within a few months his sleep deepened, energy stabilized, and cardiovascular markers improved. That's when I often tell my patients, miss one piece, and the whole picture is distorted. D3 K2 and magnesium aren't magic pills, but when combined correctly, they create balance. And it's that balance that becomes the foundation for lasting health after 50. Many people over 60 come to see me and say, "Doctor, my vitamin D test looks perfectly normal. So why am I still tired, my bones hurt, and I can't sleep well?" This is a very common misunderstanding. The 25-hydroxy vitamin D test only tells you how much vitamin D is stored in your body. It doesn't show whether it's actually being activated and used. The vitamin D3 you take has to go through two essential steps of metabolism, one in the liver, one in the kidneys, to become the active form 1,25-dihydroxy vitamin D. And both of these steps require magnesium. On top of that, liver function, kidney function, and chronic stress can strongly affect this activation process. After age 60, your ability to activate vitamin D can drop by 30 to 40%. That means many people are taking it right, testing fine, yet their bones, muscles, and brain aren't actually getting vitamin D to use. I always tell my patients, a lot of people are storing vitamin D in their bodies, but in reality, it's just sleeping and their body can't use it. Understanding the difference between storage and activation is key. It ensures your efforts aren't wasted and that vitamin D truly supports your bone, muscle, and immune health. When we talk about vitamin D, K2, and magnesium, most people immediately think about bones and muscles. But the truth is this trio has a direct impact on your brain, especially after age 60. It's not just about preventing osteoporosis, it's about protecting your memory, mental clarity, and even your personality. Vitamin D3 helps regulate neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, and it reduces neural inflammation. Without enough D, you may experience depression, poor focus, or forgetfulness. Magnesium glycinate stabilizes nerve signaling, lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and improves both deep sleep and short-term memory. Vitamin K2 doesn't just protect your bones, it also reduces calcification in brain blood vessels and protects neural mitochondria, which is linked to a lower risk of Alzheimer's, according to epidemiological studies. I often explain to my patients, calcified blood vessels reduce blood flow to the brain. Poor sleep lowers vitamin D. Activation, high stress, depletes magnesium. Together, they make your brain age faster. That's why I always say after 60, I don't take this trio just for my bones. I take it to protect my memory, my mental clarity, and my very sense of self. This is why D3, K2, and magnesium are more important than you might think. Not just for your body, but for your mind and intellect too. Once you understand why so many people take vitamin D and still don't feel any benefits, one thing becomes clear. Your body doesn't just need the vitamin. It needs the right timing and proper coordination. We've talked about D3, K2, and magnesium, how they activate, direct, and protect your body. But take them at the wrong time, and all your efforts can go to waste or worse, trigger unwanted side effects. From my clinical experience, morning is perfect for D3 and K2. Vitamin D is linked to light energy and alertness, and when paired with K2, it ensures calcium goes where it's needed, supporting your bones throughout the day. At night, the body needs to relax and recover. This is when magnesium glycinate shines, calming your nervous system, relaxing muscles, and supporting melatonin production so you get deep restorative sleep. When you coordinate this trio with your body's 24-hour rhythm, everything works in sync. Vitamin D gets activated, K2 guides calcium correctly, and magnesium allows your body to rest and rebuild. The result? Steady energy, balanced mood, strong bones, and truly restorative sleep. A body living in harmony with its natural rhythm. So here's the truth after age 50. Taking care of your health isn't just about diet or popping individual vitamins. The trio of D3 K2 and magnesium glycinate, the key to helping your body function fully. From strong bones and a healthy heart to a sharp mind and deep restorative sleep. But even more important than taking them is knowing how to combine them and when to take them so your body can get the full benefits while avoiding unwanted side effects. Think of your health as a delicate, interconnected system and take action today to keep your body running in rhythm, balanced, and strong. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share so we can all protect our health through these golden years together.